Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I'm Tanvi Taneja with the Midday News. The headlines. Supreme Court refuses to intervene in the investigation of Koregaon-Bhima case, also denies quashing FIR against activist Anand Teltumbde. In Jammu and Kashmir, a dreaded Hizbul Mujahideen terrorist arrested in North Kashmir's Bandipora district. Farmers from across the country begin celebrating the harvest festival on the eve of Makar Sankranti. All arrangements in place for the famous Kumbh Mela beginning in Prayagraj from tomorrow. Wholesale price inflation falls to an 8-month low of 3.8% in December on softening of fuel and food prices. Sovereign Gold Bond Scheme 2018-19 Series 5 opens today. Subscription allowed till Friday. And in football, India to take on Bahrain in their final group match of the AFC Asian Cup in Sharjah tonight. The Supreme Court today refused to quash Pune Police's FIR against civil rights activist Anand Teltumbde for his alleged role in the Elgar Parishad Koregaon-Bhima violence and for his alleged Maoist links. The Apex Court also refused to interfere with the ongoing investigation in the case. However, a bench comprising Chief Justice Ranjan Gogoi and Justices Ashok Bhushan and S.K. Kaul extended by 4 weeks the interim protection from arrest granted to him by the Bombay High Court. The Apex Court said Teltumbde can seek regular bail from the competent trial court in this time. On December 21st, the Bombay High Court dismissed the petition filed by Teltumbde seeking the quashing of the FIR and granted interim protection from arrest for 3 weeks. In Jammu and Kashmir, the security forces apprehended a dreaded Hizbul Mujahideen terrorist at Ajas area of North Kashmir's Bandipora district today. Security sources said that the arrest was carried out by a joint team of Army and the J&K police. They described the arrest as a big success for the security forces. Talking to AIR News, SSP Bandipora, Sheikh Zulfikar Azad said,
ये हमारी एक नाका पार्टी थी जॉइंट आर्मी पुलिस और सीआरपीएफ का और उसी दौरान एक टेररिस्ट अरेस्ट हुआ है जिसका नाम है सरफराज सीर जो पिछले 5 सालों से एक्टिव था इस एरिया में कुपवाड़ा सोपुर और बांडीपुर एरिया में और उससे कुछ आर्म्स एम्यूनिशन भी रिकवर हुआ है अभी इन्वेस्टिगेशन जारी है.
Yesterday, 2 terrorists of Hizbul Mujahideen outfit were arrested by a joint team of Delhi and J&K police from Shopia area in South Kashmir. The Minister of State for Defence, Dr. Subhash Bhamre, has said that the government is committed to the welfare of veterans. He was addressing the Armed Forces Veterans Day rally in New Delhi today. The minister said the centre is taking all possible steps to mitigate the grievances of ex-servicemen. He also spoke about different welfare measures taken by the government for their well-being. Dr. Bhamre said the Narendra Modi government implemented the One Rank, One Pension scheme, a demand which was pending for more than 40 years. Army Chief General Bipin Rawat, Naval Chief Admiral Sunil Lamba and Air Force Chief Air Chief Marshal B.S. Dhanoa were also present on the occasion. The Supreme Court today issued notice to CBI on former Congress leader Sajjan Kumar's appeal against his conviction in a 1984 anti-Sikh riots case. A bench comprising Chief Justice Ranjan Gogoi and Justices Ashok Bhushan and S.K. Kaul also issued notice on Kumar's bail plea. 73-year-old Kumar surrendered before a trial court in Delhi on December 31st last year to serve his sentence in accordance with the High Court's December 17th judgment, which sent him to prison for the remainder of his natural life. The case in which Kumar was convicted and sentenced relates to the killing of 5 Sikhs in Delhi Cantonment's Rajnagar Part 1 area of southwest Delhi on November 1st, 2nd, 1984 and the burning down of a Gurudwara. Farmers from across the country begin celebrating the harvest festival on the eve of Makar Sankranti, which is being celebrated today. The festival is seen as a celebration of the end of winter and also marks the end of the winter harvest. The festival is known with different names in different parts of the country, with celebrations continuing for a couple of days. It is celebrated as Pongal in Tamil Nadu, Uttarayan in Gujarat, Bhogali Bihu in Assam, and Posh Sankranti in West Bengal. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has greeted people on the occasion of Makar Sankranti. In a tweet, Mr. Modi hoped that this festival, representing nature and tradition, will bring prosperity and good health in people's lives. The Prime Minister also extended his best wishes on the occasion of Pongal, Magh Bihu and Uttarayan. President Ramnath Kovind has also greeted people on Makar Sankranti, Uttarayan and Bhogali Bihu. In Gujarat, the festival is being celebrated as the Festival of Kites. It is popularly known as Uttarayan throughout the state. We have a report.
People of Ahmedabad are on their terraces since early this morning and enjoying kite flying. They are dancing with loud music and eating delicious traditional foods along with kite flying. Foreign kite flyers also enjoying traditional kite flying after completion of International Kite Festival. Good weather with normal wind have boosted the enthusiasm of youngsters. State government and voluntary organizations have started helplines to save birds being injured through strings of kite. Yogesh Pandya, Air News, Ahmedabad.
The 4-day celebrations of the Makar Sankranti also began in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana today. On the first day today, that is Bhogi Panduga, people burn all old articles. More from our correspondent.
On these festive days, farmers bring stock of new grains to their homes and offer them to the Almighty in the form of pongali. Towns and villages wore a festive look as people decorated their houses with marigold flowers, while women folk added color to their front yards through their skillfully drawn rangolis made of rice flour. As the auspicious Uttarayan begins during the festival, people pay respects to their ancestors on the occasion of Makar Sankranti tomorrow. Lakshmi, AIR News, Hyderabad.
In Tamil Nadu, the Pongal festival begins with the celebration of Bhogi today. In Karnataka, the harvest festival is being celebrated as Sankranti, when the agricultural produces are cooked and offered to the gods. A report.
On the day of Sankranti, the village homes wear a new look with decorations from cow dung and rice and wheat straw cuts from the field. The bullock and cows are washed and decorated. In the evening, a bonfire is lit and cows are made to cross over it. In the cities, a mixture of sesame seeds, jaggery, groundnut, coconut pieces, and fried gram is prepared and exchanged among the neighbors and relatives, along with sugar cane and banana. While giving the mixture called eldu, we say, Eldu bella tindu olle matadu. That means eat eldu and speak good of others. In the evening, everyone visits temples. Sudhindra, AIR News, Bengaluru.
In West Bengal, nearly 16 lakh devotees from across the country have reached Ganga Sagar to take a holy dip at the confluence of River Ganga and the Bay of Bengal on the occasion. In Assam, Uruka is being celebrated today on the eve of Magh or Bhogali Bihu, the post-harvest festival. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. You can also log on to our website, news.air.nic.in. Kumbh Mela will commence from tomorrow with the Shahi Snan of Akhadas at Prayagraj in Uttar Pradesh. All arrangements are in place for the Mela. Tourists have started visiting the holy city. Our correspondent reports that besides saints and seers, foreign tourists have also started coming to attend the grand event and are all praised about the arrangements made this year. Here is a report.
Foreign tourists are saying that Kumbh Mela is incredible and appreciated the basic infrastructure and facilities of Kumbh. Talking to AIR News, Daniel from Brazil said coming for Kumbh is a dream came true for him.
It is like a dream, walking around and see the people, the fashion they have, and the mythology about Kumbh, demons and gods fighting for the immortality, and everything about that fascinates me.
Savio for Germany said facilities providing in Kumbh Mela are so impressive and all over the world should respect this happening.
It's absolutely impressive. Worldwide, it's unique. And to do this, it's a great respect for me, and I think for all over the world should respect this happening.
Balbir from Nepal, who participated in last 2-3 Kumbh, said this time the basic infrastructure is too good.
उससे पहले भी 2-3 बार आया, 13 को आया, उससे पहले भी आया था। उस समय सुविधा बहुत ही कम थी। अभी तो यहाँ पर रोड का सुविधा है, साफ सफाई का सुविधा है, वहाँ से हेल्थ के लिए सुविधा है, बिजली पानी बहुत अच्छा है यहाँ पे।
Many for Belgium said Kumbh Mela is incredible. Shashank Kumar, Kumbh Mela City, Prayagraj.
The Supreme Court today issued notice to the centre on a plea challenging the government's notification authorizing 10 central agencies to intercept, monitor and decrypt any computer system. The apex court sought the centre's response within 6 weeks. A PIL was filed earlier in the Supreme Court challenging the government's December 20th notification. The Home Ministry officials said that as per the government's notification, 10 central probe and snoop agencies are now empowered under the Information Technology Act for computer interception and analysis. Inflation based on wholesale prices fell to an 8-month low of 3.8% in December 2018 on softening prices of fuel and some food items. The wholesale price index, WPI-based inflation, stood at 4.64% in November 2018 and 3.58% in December 2017. According to the government data released today, deflation in food articles stood at 0.07% in December. Vegetables too saw deflation at 17.55%. Inflation in the fuel and power basket in December slumped to 8.38% on account of lowering of prices of petrol and diesel. The 3.8% inflation is the lowest in 8 months and a lower inflation than this was last seen in April at 3.62%. Data for retail or consumer price index-based inflation would be released later in the day. The Reserve Bank of India mainly takes into account retail inflation data while formulating the monetary policy. The Sovereign Gold Bond Scheme 2018-19 Series 5 opened today for subscription. It will continue till Friday. The issue price of the bond during this subscription period will be 3,214 rupees per gram with the settlement date of January 22nd, 2019. The centre, in consultation with the Reserve Bank of India, has decided to allow a discount of 50 rupees per gram from the issue price to those investors who apply online and make the payment through the digital mode. In business news, the benchmark domestic stocks, the Sensex and the Nifty, today witnessed losses for the third session in a row in afternoon trade. Both indices lost around 0.7% amid weak global markets. The Sensex at the Bombay Stock Exchange fell 217 points to trade at 35,793. The Nifty at the National Stock Exchange also slipped 73 points to 10,722 level a short while ago. The rupee at the forex market also weakened 28 paise to 70 rupees and 77 paise against the US dollar in afternoon deals. In international news, the Indonesian officials said today that the Navy divers have located the cockpit voice recorder of a Lion Air jet that crashed into the Java Sea in October. A spokesman for the Indonesian Navy, Lieutenant Colonel Agung Nugroho, said divers using high-tech equipment found the voice recorder beneath 26 feet of seabed mud. In tennis, the main draw of the Australian Open, the first of the 4 Grand Slams of the season, began in Melbourne today. All world-class players, including top seeds Novak Djokovic, Simona Halep, Serena Williams, Rafael Nadal, Roger Federer and Angelique Kerber are taking part in the tournament. India's Prajnesh Guneshwaran will be seen in action in the men's singles with Leander Paes and Jeevan Nathan-Cherian with their teammates and the pair of Rohan Bopanna and Divid Sharan figuring in the men's doubles. In football, India will clash with Bahrain in their third and final group match of the Asian Football Confederation AFC Asian Cup at Sharjah today. The match will kick off at 9:30 p.m. Indian time. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Supreme Court refuses to intervene in the investigation of Koregaon-Bhima case. Also denies quashing FIR against activist Anand Teltumbde. In Jammu and Kashmir, a dreaded Hizbul Mujahideen terrorist arrested in North Kashmir's Bandipora district. Farmers from across the country begin celebrating the harvest festival on the eve of Makar Sankranti. And all arrangements are in place for the famous Kumbh Mela beginning in Prayagraj from tomorrow. And with that, we end the Midday News.